Good evening and welcome to Under the Rowan Tree. This is the final day in self-care week and we are talking about spirit guides. Hello, Miss Heidi. Like my little scarf. Hi, Samara. I figured this might be the last time I get to wear it since we had these for dancing witches. So, well, I have the black one that I can wear. This one, obviously, I cannot fit around my waist. So, So, anyway, let's get this shared so we can get started talking about spirit guides. I'm really excited. Oh, thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Like I said, this is, Sunday is the last day for our Half Halloween by Rowan Temple of Light. So, I want to thank Lady Dawn for dressing up whenever she did her lives. Thank her for doing lives because weren't they great? I'm just so excited. I'm very proud of her. And, yes. So, I want everybody to know, if you missed him, go back and watch. So, okay, that's to... Let me see if I can do this. Okay, I'll do it like that. Shared to my timeline. Okay, so yeah, you did great, and I appreciate it. So anybody that's interested in dressing up, you still have a few days left. I'm not really for sure if this is appropriate for talking about spirit guides, but like I said, these are to have fun and to learn a little bit, so. Okay. Let me get my notes situated here. Okay. And I did not get me any water before we started, so let's just get with it. Alright, so your spirit guides. Who are they? Oh, you're going to come in here now?
Yeah.
Now he wants to show up. But you see his hat.
Because I can't.
You wear that every chance you get.
Yes, I do.
I know. Okay. Yeah, Sarah's talking about Lady Dawn. Yeah. I can't wait for everybody to meet her in person. I still haven't met her in person. Sarah, say hi.
I say hi.
Okay, so who are your spirit guides? There's very different types. They each have a different role that they play in your life, in the plan of your life and your soul. A deceased loved one, your ancestors, friends from your past lives, generalized spiritual helpers, angels. Under angels, though, it falls as archangels, guardian angels, and the helper angels. And the helper angels are ones that are just looking for somebody. I feel like helping somebody with their health today. How about you in the back? Yeah, I'm gonna come help you. It's a helper angel. Ascended masters. Buddha, Mother Mary, Muhammad, Jesus. Any other? I'm drawing a blank right now. Other ascended masters.
You have a lot of them.
Okay, anyway, skipping on.
Gandhi?
Yeah. Okay. Deities, ones that you call on for, you're gonna, the ones that, I shouldn't say that you call on, so they call on you because they choose you. Elementals, a lot of us connect with elementals. Hi, Lindsay. Extraterrestrials, yes, ETs as well. Aliens from different planets, different dimensions. And of course, as a couple people have already said, spirit animals. I would say everybody knows my affinity of squirrels, so I would say that's my spirit animal, but I know that there's another one that's better suited for me out there. Yeah, shout out to the aliens.
Didn't somebody say one time say yours was the otter?
Yes, I think somebody said I was an otter. Yeah, I do like laying on my back. Okay, so I have a name for your spirit guides. They're called your spirit squad. Because who else is there to cheer you on? Your spirit squad. What? So it's not just a few people or a few entities. It's literally a network. It's tiered, and but how did you end up being their project in this lifetime? So it's all about your energy footprint or your wavelength that you're on, which is your aura, your chakra, the vibes that you are putting out. Your level of learning. How awakened are you? Where are you on your journey? How do you learn? What's your style of learning? I haven't got the soul contracts yet. Pre-incarnation agreements. This is where soul contracts come in that Lindsay just mentioned. They are the members of your team. It's so way back when maybe we all signed up to be in each other's lives. Like, hey, I'm signing a contract that, I want this type of person to come into my life, and poof, there you are. And spirit guides can talk to other spirit guides, not just yours, because they have to do with all this networking. So Ben put the intention out there and did a spell asking for his right person to come along, and his energy guides his people got in contact with my people.
My people called your people?
Yeah, his people called my people. And they're like, all right, let's set this up. So, but that's how it can happen. That's how your best friends, your my soul sisters out there. Love my soul sisters. I forgot to get water before I sit down here, so I'm like, yes, please. Here. See? My mouth is getting dry. Your relationship ties, and this is what I was talking about. So it's blood or emotional connection. So a lot of you know that you have had your soul partner be with you through several lifetimes. It's like that is a love that lasts, throughout your soul's journey. That's also where your ancestors, your loved ones, family members, all fall in underneath of relationship ties. I took a lot of notes and thought about a lot of things before I come on here. Your spirit squad. Okay, think of it as as an office. Okay, as a business. So you have the manager of the spirit team. The one that you are in direct contact with, your go-to person. That's your manager, is your go-to person. Then you have the gatekeeper. Now, hi Mara. Your gatekeeper is the bouncer. It's like, you're not getting no negative energies in. It's all good vibes and protecting you from negative energies coming in, and allows spirits to... And I think about this as kind of like how we're on quarantine right now. You know how you're only allowed to have, a limited amount of people, in a building or whatever. That's kind of how the bouncer or the gatekeeper is. He's the one that says, okay, you're only allowed to have... You are so overwhelmed right now. Only 2 spirit guides can talk to you right now. Thank you. That only 2 spirit... That you, in your vibrations, can only handle maybe 2 spirit guides. And that's all they're going to let through. Because they're your protectors. That's the gatekeepers, the bouncers.
Hecate or different gatekeepers?
No, this is your spirit squad. All your spirit guides. We're not talking deities.
Okay.
Not saying that any of these... I'm not saying that these cannot be entities. They can, but that's not specifically how this is set up. You get to learn who they are, and they will tell you. Thank you, sis. Half Halloween week, and this is the last live for the week, so we're just dressing up a little bit.
Because we can.
Yes, Hecate is awesome. I love my dark goddesses. You pulled me off track.
Sorry.
Okay, so after the gatekeeper, the bouncer, the next one in line is the healer. The ones, which is the medic of your energy, the one that helps heal the energy around you. Your chakras, that healer is the one that watches over your chakras and makes sure you don't get so out of balance. Because then they'll be like, hey, something's wrong here. You need to focus on this area. Or something's wrong here.
The one that has taken care of me physically, I'd like to know who it is, because that's one tough man to jam. All that pain I went through.
Oh, see, that's a good one. My gatekeeper does not allow new people to read me. He shows up and will not tell the reader anything. That's good.
Oh, I got a huge wall myself.
Yeah. So that's the purpose. Yes, full moon blessings. Thank you so much, Kim. There's a lot of changing in the energies with the full moon. Okay, so after the helper, after the healer is the helper. These are your consultants, the one for specific tasks or little lessons. For projects. So if you are doing, you had an idea for an art project and you need some help with inspiration and you need a muse, well, that's who you go to. You go to your helper. And then there's the teachers. The teachers are your mentors, the ones that help your soul grow. Oh, well, good. Fill us in whenever after your class and see if anything comes together. That'll be great, Kim. Okay, the teachers are your mentors, the ones that helps your soul grow. They help you with your life lessons. What were you sniffing? Oh, the mullein. It's a mullein leaf. Remember during smokable herbs, I said that mullein is a good base for your smokable herbs because it relieves the harshness, it opens us up. Well, I went and picked some leaves so they are laying out to dry.
Natural COVID-19 filter. I think it'll work.
Yeah. Okay, so your teachers, the ones that's helping you learn your lessons and helping your soul grow. They could be anybody. Your spirit guides show up in all forms. So these could be anybody that you know. They could be anybody in the spirit realm. Your relationship guides, your counselors. That's how you relate to other people.
What?
Do you need to go?
No, I just have a weird taste in my mouth from doing that with the leaf.
Don't.
I didn't try anything.
Don't.
I'm not trying to be funny.
We need a relationship guide right now. Yeah, I need one right now. Help interpersonal relationships, the ones that bring people together. So the spirit entity that has brought all of us together is the relationship guide. So we all get along, we all converse with each other, and for the most part handle each other's fussiness and aggravating things.
Is that normal?
She says, sometimes I feel like I have so many inside me all at once to do all of those things. There's some things that you can do to help with that, Heidi. I'll get to it. Okay. So after your relationship guides, the relationship guides also help you with your karmic clearing and clearing out your karmic debts, and they're the ones that help you keep peace with others. You be able to let go of certain relationships and be able to be open and accept to others. Okay, so then the last one are the star seeds. Many know the word star seed. A lot of people are. They are the mission control part of your spirit squad, your business. They are the ones. They say normally at least one guide from your home planet, your origins, comes with you to help guide you through your life and your mission that is on Earth. Okay, to receive messages. You're opening up your third eye and your crown chakras. And you're doing, I call the 3 R's. Yes, thank you. Thank each of you all so very much. Lady Dawn said, I just want to say how excited and grateful that I am each live. We are gaining more viewers. Thank you, each of you, so much, Lady Dawn.
Absolutely.
We love you guys. we are very happy that we're able to do these during these difficult times and keep bringing knowledge. We all have something to share, and we're very excited to do it. Okay, the 3 R's. Relax. These aren't easy for people, I'm telling you. Relax. Remove anxiety. And remain calm. The 3 R's. So if you're going into a meditation, you really have to get that going for you before you start any meditation. If you're going to attempt to communicate with your spirit guides.
It's funny. I used to get messages back when I get in a meditative state at work. I had this repetitive job that my mind could just wander while I was doing it. It'd be very interesting.
So, how do they communicate? They send messages. So, number sequences. You know them. Angel numbers. 1111. You know what that means?
You're where you're supposed to be.
And it's funny because Sarah and I, the other night, it was like, it's 1111. One of my numbers, because I was born at 5:55, so 555 is one of my angel numbers. So when I see that, or I see my birth date, it's a trigger for me. Pee always before meditation. Yes, that's an absolute must. Number sequences, your lucky numbers, like I said. So it's not just a sequential number. It could be any number that you find. So a lot of people think 7's their lucky number, or 3. Those are also ways of communication with you. And this is one that most people notice is the musical messages. You're a really big music person.
Oh yeah, I got days where I know that there's like a song plays in my head, and I know it's on. I'll turn on the radio, and bam, it's there.
Yeah. So
take from that at times.
Yeah, you have to take the message from there. What feeling does that song give you? What do you think of whenever you hear that song? What are your associations with it? Because that's something that you need to be paying attention to. Dreams. Keep a dream journal. Yeah, Sarah says she's clairaudient.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dreams will help you understand how to handle certain situations. That's why it's a lot of people study dreams, and that's like one of the most common questions that people have. Hey, what does this dream mean? So, right. Now, see, whenever I dream of a pregnancy, then to me somebody's going to pass away. If I dream of somebody dying, that means that somebody is pregnant. And yeah, that's how I know. If somebody's pregnant and what the baby is, because of who passed away. Every time that my aunt was pregnant, I dreamt that my papa passed away. So, yeah. Communication. It sends people into your life. So if you are thinking about somebody and then they call, boom. If you're thinking of somebody, though, you probably better be the one to reach out. And because there's something wrong, they need help, and they need your specific help. We all influence each other. So if I'm thinking about Heidi, then I may feel that there's something that she's struggling with, and she may need to talk. So I'm going to reach out to her. Every single one of us do that. I don't have to mention any of it, but we do. Every single one of us do it. We all do that for each other. That's great with having so many. I can't read all of that. It doesn't come up. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you, Katie. This is the year of the boys. I'm sorry. We have the woman rising. The rising of the phoenix is a woman, but it's because she's birthing all boys this year. I'm just saying that's my word for the year. Okay. Meditation will help you communicate with your guides. You go into meditation. That's where they can send you signals and influence you. Things that you need to know. Yeah, some more is what I was going to say. My cousin, Lydia's aunt, is, we just found out that she's having a boy. This is her third, and two, she finally gets a boy, so hopefully she'll stop, because that family needs to stop.
Now, when you're working with guides, would it be a good time to put up protection so you don't get bad influences?
If they're truly your spirit guides, they're not going to. But
right, but do you really truly know your spirit guides until you connect?
No.
I would
No.
be careful.
But look for the signs. It's not always going to be music, and it could be an animal that you see often. So whenever I see a certain butterfly, to me that is my Grandma Donaldson coming to so that's from my ancestral guide. Because they can be your grandparents. They can be closer ancestral as far as, clear all the way back. Hi, Colin. Thanks for joining us. Better late than never, he said. Here's something to try. If you're interested in trying something, how we have dream journals, this is a spirit guide journal. So what you would do, how you do your journal entry. So at the beginning of the week, write a letter expressing gratitude for your spirit guides and how they've, taken care of you. And then a couple of sentences about what you feel you need help with, or what you would like their help with. And then you put that in there and you're done. As you start to notice things throughout the week, write it down in the journal. And then you can go back and you can interpret it later. Because if it's a certain song, certain songs, certain numbers, certain animals, everything plays out. But if it triggers you and it's like, aha, if you get an aha moment, that's your spirit guide. They just done slap the idea right in your head. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. But wait, there's more. I get to do it. Okay.
I've already had like little sparklies, like almost like little flashes of light when I'm trying to get stuff in. Most of the time, I see that when I'm like ignoring it.
Yeah. Don't ignore the signs, because you'll tick them off and they will just slap the crap out of you. Okay. You can name your guides. And what I mean by that is you're going to give them the name that they tell you. You could name them, but I wouldn't dare try to name give some. I wouldn't want to give off the wrong name, because what if they don't like that name? What if one of them's name is Cheryl and they like the name Karen better, and that just takes them off, and that's just a whole bad juju, and the bouncer's gonna have to come out and be like,
Carol. Baskin.
I said Cheryl.
Oh, Carol. No.
Shut up. Can a spirit guide change form? Yes, they can. Because they're going to come at you to make themselves known. It could be somebody that is going to be presented to you as a spirit guide, because it can be your friends.
I would swear every time we do any kind of paranormal stuff, I always get the name Metatron.
Yeah.
Always seems to be.
He's a good one because he's not knowledgeable. So, say, the thing with your spirit guides and naming them is kind of like the same as doing any paranormal work. Just don't say, hey guide, or yo, dude, I can use some help down here. Don't do that. Don't be rude. Their whole thing is to take care of you. Don't be disrespectful. That's just, Okay, so when something is out of your control and it is overwhelming you, the best thing to do is give it to the spirit guides and let them look at the problem and be like, okay, so if this isn't working, the idea that we had, then maybe this person over here could go and talk to him. So then, chain of command, they have to go over to this person's spirit. What do you mean? Leaves it open for just anyone.
That's what I was wondering.
Okay. I don't understand, Heidi. Hi, Angie! So, chain of command, your spirit guides have to go to their spirit guides and say, hey, can we work this out and see about your person helping us with this problem? That can be done. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Bad things always happen in threes. I'm hoping that we're behind all of that now. Oh, sorry. Okay. Another thing you can do is work on your intuition. And it's the small things that help you work on your intuition. I could do it and fix a problem that Ben has with me right now. You know what it is? Being more intuitive with the remote control. I get a hold of that remote control and I'm like, no, I don't want to watch this. No, that don't even interesting. Oh my God, there's nothing on TV. So if you have that kind of a problem, use your intuition. Just kind of just go, okay, that's what we're watching. Because whatever is on might be a message for you. You ever think about that?
No.
It's possible.
No, I just get annoyed when you're like, hey, let's watch this. And then you start checking out like 4 or 5 different things.
Because I found out it's more interesting.
And wind up something totally off the wall, away from everything else that you just mentioned. And it's just like, okay.
Okay. Okay, another little thing. Ask yourself, okay, so do this for me. Think of a number. Me too, Lady Dawn. If they're spirit guides, they're not there for any bad intentions. That's why we have the bouncer on your spirit team to keep those bad energies out. And to keep yourself cleansed and properly thinking. Okay, so thing you can do, work on your intuition. Think of a number between 1 and 10.
10. Oh, between? Can you do 7?
No, you already said it.
You
You didn't even think. You just put it out. So my number was 7.
Was it?
Yes. My number was 7. Because I'd brought up 7 as a lucky number earlier. So it was already in my head.
The Prince song stuck in my head.
Let's see. What... Hi, Bev. So it's all about when you're working on your intuition, what do you feel? What do you think? What do you hear? What do you see? Those are. It's better to feel what you're being told. And if you go off of your intuition, that's just them guiding you. And you're just doing what they're telling you to do. Okay, another thing. Start a spiritual practice, whether it be a moon ritual, a weekly or daily meditation. That's why we started doing the meditation and affirmations on Sunday. And the past couple weeks I've gotten off of that. That is because I've been taking a little bit of extra time off because of where I haven't been feeling good with the chest pains and the migraines. It's starting to come under control, and I greatly appreciate everything that Lady Dawn has been doing to step up and help out with these lives, because we want to continue to bring the knowledge.
And I've tried to turn my agitator down.
Yeah, he's tried to stop agitating me, but as you can tell from the video, he started earlier, so that doesn't help. Divination tools. Your tarot cards, your pendulum, your... some people do use spirit boards. I do not. But just take a deep breath, focus, and see what actually flows to you. So that's it. Yeah. I usually stop this about 8:40. About from 8 o'clock to 8:40. I usually take about 40 minutes. So unless anybody else has anything that they want to talk about, then I'm good. Just take good care of yourself. Practice good health and everything. Mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health. That's what we've been talking about all week, has been self-care. Meditations are important. They are good. They do help. It's been very hard for me to meditate. I've been working on it. I'm a Virgo, and it's hard for me to let go. Oh, you were bitching? Okay. Well, we understand that.
Hey, here's a good one. You mentioned spirit boards. Why don't you like spirit boards?
I normally would not have a problem using spirit boards because I know what I'm doing with it. There are a lot of people that use them, and just like any other form of divination, do not know what they're doing, do not know how to self-prepare and protect themselves and their surroundings. So they do a lot of damage. And that's just from being in the paranormal field. So, I have only went into meditation twice. Yes, always a daily toast, acknowledge the ancestors. That's a good one to do daily for a spiritual routine. What would you consider as a spiritual routine?
Spiritual routine. I don't know. I was going to mention about meditation. She's having such a hard time. There's a big secret on to help. I'm going to stop trying. People sit down, they get their stuff out, and they do this, they do that, they turn their music on,
Yeah,
and they
that's
try
what I
to
was
get in the
thinking,
meditative state. The best thing to do is just relax and forget about it and just kind of zone out in your own thing and not try. And a lot of times it'll help you slip in there a little easier.
I have to do a visualization. Some people have to use music to induce meditation. I have a visualization that it just came to me, and that's just what it was doing.
Everybody's different. I mean, you can stare at a candle and look at the three.
We talked about that the other night with grounding.
Okay.
Yeah. So you
So
were
I
sitting
think-
right over there.
If I wasn't paying attention.
Probably not.
But no, you can. Everybody's different.
Right. Okay. So for those of us, because Colin mentioned it, do you feel that if you have some sort of sound visualization or guided meditation, do you feel that those work better? Give me a comment or like if guided meditations or sounds work better than just laying there and trying to get your mind to calm down.
I like shamanic drumming.
Yes. You also you like throat singing.
That's pretty cool. I never meditated during that, but that's pretty neat.
Yes, it is okay to let your mind wander, but yeah, we learned that in the meditations that we were doing. And Colin says he uses a candle to focus on. Yeah. Yeah, we were doing meditations at the end of last year, and before, weather got really bad and things were kind of shut down. And what we were taught during those meditations were, it's okay to let the thoughts come into your mind. Just kind of be like, okay, I'm aware. I know you're here. And stuff it in the back and then keep going.
And people meditate different too. I mean, the guided meditations give you something to visualize and concentrate on, but when I do it, I try to completely empty my glass and just let everything go and let it go blank and let it fill up with whatever it wants to.
But those of us who have like active minds, just like Mara said, I know I do. Like my mind goes nonstop. That's why we have all of these ideas and we have all of these projects that I'm constantly thinking up and doing, is because they're constantly coming into my head. I think my spirit guides are sending them, but they're sending them to me to get them out into the world. Like, okay, here's an idea, but, it's got to be out there for somebody to do. I found somebody to do a project, but I haven't heard back from them, so I don't know if they're going to do it or not. Just one of my ideas. And, yes, Virgo curse. Abso-freaking-lutely. I totally agree with that. I was actually thinking that.
I get that. I was just mentioning different ways people do it. And I totally get that.
I know people that do guided meditations, and it works great for them. We did guided meditation at Pagan Pride. The four of us each picked an element and did an elemental in an elemental guided meditation. Me, you, Mandy, and Lady Moon. Whenever we did rituals for Pagan Pride a couple years ago. There's my twinsy. Hi, Rebecca. We are just finishing up. So, anyway. Alright. So, thank you for joining us for Self-Care Week. Like I said, we'll, next week, Colin had given a couple ideas. So, I guess one day is going to be Book of Shadows. Maybe we can make that Monday. And another day, he was talking about, you know, the elderly in our community and, you know, our taking care of our elders, learning from them, and I think we can pull that in one day. If I could ever figure out how to bring somebody on with me, that would be just absolutely awesome. See? This is what happens.
Yeah, it doesn't have everybody on there.
Mm-mm. No,
Weird.
never has anybody on there. Okay, give me a second. No.
I was trying to see Cullen's comment there. It was...
It's a guy that doesn't work for him. Know the mind tricks and you are resistant. But anyway, see, and that's the thing. I like having our lives here. I know Zoom would work, but I like having our lives here. Is where, because this is open to everybody. I mean, and I realize Zoom is open to everybody too. I don't know. I'm conflicted on Zoom right now. I've only used it once, and that has been for a meeting with the West Virginia Leadership Academy, to check in on things that we're doing for our community during this difficult time. So, I'm conflicted, very, very conflicted about that. So anyway, I love you guys. We'll see you next week. We'll work on Book of Shadows for Monday. And by the end of the weekend, I'll have the schedule up for next week, and we'll see who's going to pop in and teach what, because you never know. Love you guys, and have a great weekend. Stay safe. And be careful out there, since some of the states are starting to open back up. See, I have Discord, but I can't figure out if you can do video on Discord or not. I mean, that's a whole separate thing. But if anybody knows any of this information, let me know. If I could figure out how to work this on the laptop, on the desktop part, it would work out so much better. So, if anybody knows any information, let me know, and I appreciate the help. Love you guys. Thank you. Good night.